Talking with head coach Lars Andersson after the Braves' 3-0 win over Francis Marion. And, and when people see the results of the schedule, they can say, wow, 3-0, but it really felt like a hard-fought match. What do you think shifted for you guys in the final 30 minutes or so?
Well, first off, I want to give Francis Marion credit. Like you said, if you look at the box score, you're seeing 30 to 14 shots in a 3-0 victory, and you think, boy, that was an easy win. And that was the furthest from an easy win you'll ever have. I think the fact that our players understand what we're about, understand the way we play, they stayed with the game plan. Quite frankly, I want to give my players credit. They probably stayed more calm, cool, and collected than the coaching staff did. Because if you come unglued out on the field and you lose faith in what's worked for you before, and obviously we have a program with a lot of history of a great success. We know what works, and you can't get away from the game plan when you run into a team like Francis Marion, who's well coached, well set up, defended well, stayed very disciplined, and did a great job on a couple of counters. Had it not been for one save in particular by Gina, we could have found ourselves down 1-0. But I want to heap praise on my team. They like I said, they stayed with the game plan. I felt a little bit like could we get one goal? Maybe there would be more to follow, and we didn't score until 15 minutes left in the game. So on the surface, it may look like it was an easy game, but it was anything but. And I want to give Francis Marion a lot of credit. That they were a very worthy opponent and played fantastic tonight.
And Gina Ryan had that spectacular save pretty early in the second half. What do you think a play like that does for your team when they see their all-conference goalkeeper make a play like that?
Well, we spoke about it afterwards. When a keeper makes a save like that, you have to, as a team, look back there and say, okay, if she's playing like that, we have to find a way to do our job. Our job is to score. Our job is to defend better. Our job is to get stuck in. And I think, quite frankly, it's a morale boost. It's something that should pump you up. And, it puts the onus back on you. Hey, I'm back here making these saves. What are you doing? And we found a way to give her a shutout and score 3 goals. And it's not just about Gina. It's obviously about, I often talk about our back four. And I think one of the most underrated players on our team is Christina, who plays the number 6 position, withdrawn central midfielder who just sits in the hole and has played really, really well in the last 4 or 5 games. Maybe some of the best football she's played in her entire time at UNCP Pembroke. But yeah, I will go on record as saying that I think Gina is the best player not only in this conference, but I think she's the best goalkeeper in the country. And I should know. In 2008, I coached a first-team All-America in Whitney Beverly, and I think Gina is right there with Whit as far as her quality of play. We are very fortunate to have her on our team.
Well, you're up over 500 in the Peach Belt, 3 consecutive wins, now up to 7-4, and now you have a little tough stretch of schedule here before the postseason's really right around the corner. How much better soccer do you think you're playing now as opposed to even a week or 2 weeks ago?
Well, there are some obviously contributing factors, and we talked about that before. We were out of training for almost 3 weeks. Then Stacy missed 3 games due to a concussion. But you know what? We can't make those excuses. This is college soccer. Players come in and out of the injury report, and you just got to find a way. But yeah, I think we're starting to get fitness-wise back to where we need to be. And we open up with maybe two of the best teams in the conference in Flagler and Columbus State, and that can be demoralizing starting conference play, 0-2. But these kids are tough. They've been there before. Obviously, they're defending conference tournament champions. They know what it takes to win. And this is the Peach Belt. It's the best D2 women's soccer conference in the country. You are going to take your lumps. It's how you respond to those situations that defines you as a team, defines you as a coaching staff and as a program.
You look ahead to Saturday's match, going to be a tough one. What's the main message there heading on the road?
I think it's going to be an outstanding match. Georgia College is a team that we've gotten the better of the last couple of years, but by very slim margins in each of the games. They have a couple of fantastic front runners like us. They have a very, very, very good goalkeeper. I would think this could be a display of 2 of the best goalkeepers in the conference and some of the best strikers in the conference. I think it'll be a very entertaining match. If I wasn't coaching in college, this is a game I'd pay to see, and I'd drive to go to this game because I think it's going to be a great game. Hope Clark does a great job with that team. They're a class act, and we look forward to playing them every year.
It's going to be a good battle. We're looking forward to it. For now, 3 straight wins. Congratulations. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much.